welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is Chofumi OA here, and if this is your first time here, you are most definitely welcome. Today's video is actually going to be a bit interesting because the year is coming to an end. If you guys are like me, I know that you're already setting your goals for next year. If you're not, that's fine also. Don't put any pressure on yourself. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about like 5 things that we all need to do to make our 2025 a success. We're going to bucket like these 5 things. So we're going to talk about our physical health, our mental health, our spiritual health, I think getting organized, and also a reset. So this video is going to like be divided into 5 parts. There are 5 things that we need to know when we are setting goals. And if you know anything about setting goals, your goals, they have to be smart. So those 5 things, that's what we're going to use to set our goals for 2025. So our goals, they have to be specific, they have to be measurable, they have to be attainable, they have to be relevant and timely. So now we're going to go into our physical health in 2025. We need to create sustainable physical routines, right? And I know that a lot of people used to say like, oh, go to the gym, do this, do that, do everything, right? Someone like me, I think I get confused and overwhelmed in the gym, but I realized that I actually love taking walks, right? So instead of me like maybe saying that, oh, I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I can easily say that, oh, for 2025 I'm going to be taking like walks every other day of the week. So maybe if that's like 3 times a week, 4 times a week, that's fine. But you know, if you're in Canada, right, there's a limitation to how much you can do during the winter season, especially outdoors. So if I want to look for something else to do, maybe I might do like Pilates at home or something, or maybe even sign up for the gym and then do treadmill for 30 minutes. I think that's something. At least I am still moving my body, right? So when it comes to my physical health, I think that's a way for me to, you know, have like a reliable goal. Also, physical also has to do with what we eat. You guys, we're going to play a game. If you are part of the people when entering 2024 that you said that, oh, I'm going to stop eating junk food by 4 a.m. I'm just going to be having my greens and I'm just going to be enjoying like the good food and my salad and everything. But by January 2nd of 2024, you're already on Uber Eats, ordering McDonald's by 1 a.m. Yeah, all of us, we are all guilty. So I think one way for sure to have like a reasonable like physical eating habits would be to not deprive yourself of the things you actually like. You can reduce it, but I think depriving yourself is actually not going to do you any good, to be honest. So still eat in moderation. Don't be like all those people that you go for 7 number 1, you have 4 spoons, 7 number 2, another 4 spoons, 7 number 3, another 4 spoons. Like, eat in moderation, eat your greens. Don't let your plate be empty. Do not let your plate be empty. Your greens, your protein, and then your carbs. Like, always eat a balanced diet meal. So yeah, when it comes to eating, I think we should be doing that. Another thing now in terms of the physical health would be rest. You guys, in the Bible, guess what God did? On the last day after creating the heaven and the earth, God rested. So I do not know why we think we always have to walk and stress ourselves and not rest. You guys, we need to rest. I think rest is even like a very like big command in the Bible and all of that. We all need to rest, guys. And what does rest look like? Is it like you taking off time social media, just locking yourself in for like one Saturday, having a good meal, shower and everything? Are you resting? Rest. Like, the hustle culture is not something we Christians we should be doing. So I would advise you, please, in the year 2025, rest. Your mental health is important. Like, if you're not resting, it will show. You do not want to look tired, you do not want to look grumpy. So make sure you're resting. I will be resting also. What other ways do people rest? I think like some people, I think when people have hobbies, they get to rest like while doing that. Like people that crochet, or if you love painting, if you love baking or something, I think those are ways that people actually do rest. So find a way that you can rest in the air. Now, if anything, this would be the most important thing that I'm actually going to speak about right now. It will be your spiritual health in the year 2025. Like, I was listening to a sermon a few days ago, and it was on spiritual maturity. I know that not everyone watching this video might be Christian, or even it could be your first time, like, you know, you've just given your life to Christ recently or whatever. But I am begging you people, please take your walk with Jesus Christ seriously in the year 2025. If you are just starting off as a Christian, you know, if you are just giving your life to Christ, right, if it means you doing 50 minutes a day, I promise you it would actually show by the end of the year. By the end of the year, you will not be doing 50 minutes a day. I promise you, you will not even know, but you will not be doing 50 minutes a day. If that means you minutes prayer, 5 minutes worship, and then 5 minutes of studying your Bible, it will take you somewhere. Studying the word, and connect yourself to a local church. People always talk about this every time. It is good to have a local church. From there you can have community also, and it will help you strengthen your walk with God in the year 2025. Please guys, please, with God, your path is clear. With God, your path is clear. You will not be confused. There will be clarity for you. You will know what to do, when to do things, and how to do things. Like, wisdom will come upon you. You pray for wisdom, but like, you'll be wise when you're working with God. You know, you won't make silly mistakes technically when you start working with God. So I think in the year 2025, we should all take our relationship with God seriously. If you're already praying for 30 minutes, charge yourself. Start saying that I'll start praying for 1 hour. I'll start doing this. I'll start evangelizing. I'll start going to church consistently. I'll start serving, right? Yeah, you guys, let's do that. Let's do that in this year 2025. And I'm actually speaking to all of us, right? Me plus you plus the next person next to you, all of us, the TOA army, all of us. We need to take our work with God seriously in the year 2025. About mental health, and I would advise that you practice intentional mindset shift. And if that includes like you know, having to affirm yourself daily, having to declutter your mind, having to set boundaries with people, with family, even with yourself, even with your mind. You need to set boundaries with your mind, you people. Let me tell you, the mind is like some people's like their greatest enemy. It makes you overthink, it makes you do different things, right? So let me just explain. I know that a lot of people, they've used this example a lot, especially for people that overthink or people that have like impulsive thoughts, right? Imagine you're having a bad thought right now, and then you're just keeping quiet. That thought will keep growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. But a way to counter a bad thought is to open your mouth, is to speak up, and then disagree with that bad thought. You do not agree with that thought, and you cannot counter a thought with another thought. Thoughts, like now as I'm speaking, no thoughts can really come into my head, right? Because I am talking. But if I'm quiet, if I'm just saying, I'm conversing with myself internally, that's not going to work, right? So we need to counter thoughts with the words of our mouth in 2025. We need to start affirming ourselves in 2025, affirming ourselves with the word of the Lord in 2025. You go into the Bible. What has the Lord spoken about me? What has the Lord spoken about my year in 2025? God said you are wonderfully and beautifully made. God has called us like a lot of things, right? And one way to have like a good mindset is to just engross yourself in the word of the Lord. Like, I'm not lying, because once you start engrossing yourself in the word of the Lord, when all those impulsive thoughts, when those thoughts that are not good, when they start to come, you have words to counter them. And these words are not just ordinary words, they are living words. They are words that God is breathing upon those words. So yeah, please, I know that I literally just spoke about spiritual health, but I feel like there's so much that our mental and spiritual health, they are so intertwined that we never really know. Some days I look at my life, some days, and I'm like, that period when I was struggling, was I really studying my word? Was I really praying? Was I really doing this? Was I really doing that? And then until you realize that maybe I was not praying, maybe I was not doing this, maybe I was not doing that, then you know that the mental and the spiritual thing they go hand in hand a lot. They go hand in hand a lot. One thing I want to talk about before I go into getting organized would be to also just live slowly. I know that I'm saying all these things, and then it's like a charge to all of us and all of that, and then January 1st we are also pumped and everything, but by the second week in January we are like just burnt out already. You can have all these goals, but just take it one day at a time. Take it one day at a time. We already said it from the beginning of this video that we're going to be smart with our goals, right? Don't just go into the year you can, but anytime me have done that, I cannot lie, by April April is even too far. By second week in January I'm tired because I'm even doing it by my own strength. So first off, don't let us do things by our own strength. Let's do it with God. And secondly, what was I saying? Take it slowly. So this is the time for us to get organized. If getting organized means decluttering your house, decluttering your room, your clothes, the clothes you are not wearing, the books you are no more using, the makeup you are no more using, this is also a good time to give back into the community. So decluttering, you do not have to throw away your stuff. You can give it to people that actually need them. So get your calendar, get your journals, get your books, get everything. And one thing I think we should all practice is that don't wait for 2025 before you start doing all these things. Start it now. The new year is just a change of date, to be honest. Your life continues as normal and all those stuff, but actually start practicing the things you want to see in the new year. So if it means you getting your journal now, getting your calendar now, prioritize your goals. One thing about me I've realized about myself, if I do not have goals for a particular day, I'm not doing anything. I am literally not doing anything. Like that day might just be the most useless day I've ever had. That's the type of person I am. And also, when I don't state out my goals, I get so overwhelmed. I feel like I have so many things to do, I have so many things to accomplish. But because I actually write it down and I actually see what I'm supposed to do, and I take it bit by bit and by bit, it helps my day. It helps me to be productive during my day-to-day activity. So get organized, declutter your house, declutter your mind, declutter everything around you. Declutter if you need to declutter. Get your journals, get your calendars, make it nice, make it cute. It's the new year. This is the year that we are all going, even though I said we should not go out, but we're going out in a slow way. Also, I know that people used to do like things like I think they're called vision boards, mood boards, whatever. I do it from time to time, but genuinely, one thing I realized, I think I was having this conversation with Oyi on how like we set our goals and then we just leave it. We never go back to actually look at what we did set, right? So if you are setting goals, it is not just for you to have on your notes app. It's for you to go back like every month. Have I done this? Have I achieved this? How can I achieve this? Because if you leave it on your notes app, you don't even know what you said. Do you think you in January 1st, when you're so excited writing on those goals, will you remember when school is stressing you out, or when at work there are so many deadlines? No. So we should always go back to the goals we set. If it's every month, every week, every quarter, it doesn't mean. Some people, one thing I actually realized, I think Tomiwa Rodia, she does this. She has a goal for, I think, every month, for the whole year, then for every quarter, then for every month. I think with that type of mindset, you would actually be able to achieve most of your goals, to be honest. We're going to talk about you creating like a reset ritual. I know that some reset like videos we see online, they can be very fake, right? But I think a reset ritual can be like, take out time to, you know, clean your space. If it means you going off social media, go off social media. Like, just do things that actually feed you inward and outward. And one thing I want you people to know in anything I'm speaking about, inside first before outside. Like, if all we are just changing is our physical appearance, then to what end is all this stuff? But if genuinely we need, as Christians, we need to work inward outward. Yeah, so yeah guys, I said create a reset ritual. To be honest, I've not had like a reset day in a long time. I feel like because I now live with someone, it's so different for me. Not someone but I live with my husband now. Obviously people know I'm married, but like it's so different. But I think a normal like reset ritual for me would be definitely a Saturday. I try to have Saturdays where I do not go out. I'm trying to enjoy my rent. You people going out every Saturday can be so stressful, but some days that's just the life we choose, eh? But like what's that thing, I try to like, you know, try to have a day where I clean the house, where I have a very nice breakfast. If you know me, you know how much I love breakfast and brunch. Where I have a very nice breakfast, I shower, and I'm just inside. I might be pressing my phone for the whole day. Actually, I always, to you people, in any reset or anything you're doing, please always include God. Don't have a reset day or a lazy day where your Bible study is part of the things that you're lazying out on, or your prayer is part of the things that you're lazying out on. But yeah guys, what was I even saying? So after that day, even before the year ends, if it's like taking day off social media, trying to like declutter your space, journaling how you want your year to be, or even please reflect on the year 2024. Reflect so much on, you know, how your character was, how your spiritual work was, how, like, you know, if you fell out with someone, reflect on that and see what you could have done that could have made that situation better and all of that. I think that's just everything for it from me today. I am going to be putting this into practice. Tell me what you want to actually change in your year 2025. Tell me what you would like to see different in that year, and we'll be keeping each other accountable. Maybe by the first quarter of 2025 I'll be back to, you know, react to this video and to react to some of you people's comments to see if you are actually doing what you said you'll be doing. And that is all for it today from TOA, and we'll be seeing each other very soon. Bye.